Yes, it's me back from sunny Cambridge and Camcon, which took place this weekend, as no doubt many of you will probably have picked up from my statuses on Facebook and Twitter, etc, etc. And I just thought I'd share, although there's been quite a lot of detail, I thought I'd give you a little bit more of an insight into what happened. In terms of sort of like the actual scale of it and everything, it wasn't like last year at all. I don't know what I was expecting, because it was just like 10 times better. We actually sold out halfway through the day, which is, I mean, I went out to grab some food. When I actually went back, this was about lunchtime. There was a sign on the door saying sold out, and there was people still waiting outside. Like, how can you be sold out? Well, it's a popular event. It's been publicised the right way, and it proves how popular it is. You know, all areas of the junction were open. 1, 2, 3, the cafe upstairs, the little gaming room, everywhere. It was just jam-packed. So well done to the team for sort of getting the publicity out. It just shows how this sort of like convention is still so popular. But in terms of my role there, yes, I took some copies of my book up there, Bookster. I've been ordering them sort of since back in the late spring, in drips and drabs, you know, sort of because to order them all at once costs like massive amount, especially shipping the whole lot from America, where my printers is based, is just, I'm not even going to go there. I dread to think, I'd like to work out how much it would be, but no, definitely best to do it in a little bits, I think. Yeah, we got there. There was a slight delay, about an hour's delay actually getting into the place, because none of the tables, the guys thought the tables had been set up and they hadn't, so they all had to be put together and checked and rechecked, and health and safety, etc, etc. So we went in there with an hour to set up, which was, you know, it was just about doable for us. Other people had more stuff to do, like the merchandise tables and stuff, and I was with the rest of the dealers. And I did put a picture up of the table. It looked absolutely smashing when we first set it up, when everything was all nice and neat, and you know, we had the price lists down, we had the business cards, we had the flyers, and all the books I'd sort of had like a pattern for them. We had the Raystone 1 at the front, then the Raystone 2, we had two blocks of books, then the Darkest Day with the new front cover, Darkest Day with a limited front cover, of which there are only 21 copies in existence. And then we opened the doors. The morning, I've got to be honest, the morning was really disheartening because I didn't sell a single book, which was just, I mean, by lunchtime I was ready to just pack up and go. But I'm really glad I didn't, because the afternoon, I've sold more than last year. Which was just, I mean, to sell one copy of anything, any artist knows, whether it's artwork, music, writing, whatever, you know, it's brilliant feeling. So to sell several copies, you know, and sort of see the rewards of that, just to make a little bit of money back, it's amazing. And you know, until you've actually done it, yeah, it's a brilliant feeling. I've still got some copies left over, which is quite fortunate, because I still need to send 5 copies of the Raystone to the British Library, which is going to be done at some point over the next week or so. It's a legal obligation, apparently, so, you know, and they have been requesting them. Please hold out after Camcon. Please hold out after Camcon. Please. Now I can do it. If I have any left, I don't actually know how many I've got. I haven't counted numbers or anything. But if I have enough left, they'll be probably at the signing, or I'm going to save them for next year, because as many of you know, Daniel's Pet is coming out 2nd of November now, and that's going to coincide with the signing at Leaf Cafe. Still trying to sort out stuff. I just wanted to get Camcon out of the way first. That's going to be the next big thing, so look out for updates on that. And a couple of people, not just at Camcon, but a couple of other people sort of in the past have said, why don't you try distributing the books at MCM, which is the biggest comic slash, you know, dealers, games, films, just everything. I mean, I walked in, the very first time I walked in there, they had a replica of the DeLorean from Back to the Future sitting there. You could actually sit inside it and have your picture taken in a DeLorean, which looked identical. It obviously wasn't the real one. I mean, that would have just been foolish. It might have been, I don't know. But, and there's a TARDIS there with a guy who's sort of, you know, looks like David Tennant. You know, it's just craziness. And there's like it's run twice a year, and it is the biggest. You know, if you can get, you know, an audience there, wow. And I've been saying for months, oh, I'd love to do it, can't really do it. I can't, you know, no, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. But upon talking to people, I think it is the. I mean, it would be a risk. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a risk. It runs for 3 days as well, so you know you've got a lot to think about in terms of, you know, accommodation. I mean, it's central London. I'm not going down to central London, and not with a case full of books. So I'd have to get accommodation down there. I'd have to sort out the table, find out, well, how much the table is for a day to 3 days. I don't think it's that much more expensive per day than at Camcon. I don't know if I have to do the whole 3 days or if it's just one. I need to sort it out, but I will be attending. Not the October one, because obviously it's only next month and I just don't have, you know, I can't do it at such short notice. But I am thinking of holding a table at the one it's around about April or May. Again, I've got to find out. But that is what is going to be happening. It's kind of made up my mind because, like I say, I was talking to... the idea has been mentioned to me before by other people. And talking to the people, the other traders there yesterday, they've all done it and they said it's a brilliant, you know, because the numbers are just so much more vast. Plus the fact that Camcom is it's very mixed. It's all jumbled up. It's hundreds of different interests in one room, which is great. But MCM, they divide it up so you've got the artists, the comics, the writers, you know, and people who go down the artist alley are specifically interested in purchasing that kind of material. So if you're holding a stall there and you've got people specifically coming in, it's like you specifically go to a cinema to watch a type of movie, you know, a certain movie. It's so yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And again, if Camcon is held next year, I hope it will be. I mean, it just amazing. We had Cineworld, you know, doing a little mini movie festival in the screening room, and Psycho Candy. Wow, you guys, the numbers for the actual, like, sort of closing party weren't as big as last year, but my god, we made that place rock. You know, all their lights, they had new laser shows, patterns on the ceiling, patterns on the floor. The music selection, I couldn't believe it when they came on with the Big Arm remix, which is what I requested. I was just going absolutely mad. My neck, I swear I've got a form of whiplash. My neck, well, it's just like, yeah, going absolutely crazy. I have a mystery injury on my arm. It looks like I've had a shard of glass put in my arm. I was like, it's faded now quite a lot, but enough hurt. I don't know what happened. You know, I was reasonably sober. You know, I knew I had a long journey back, and I didn't want to get too drunk. So I don't know where these things come from. Yeah. So oh, what else? Obviously there was the gaming. Right, you know, they had the Wii U, the Xbox. Wish I'd had a chance to go on that. Obviously, I couldn't leave the stall. I did sort of go for a wander around because I had a couple of people to watch the stall for me. So yeah, great talent. The girl sitting next to me, both people sit next to me. I had a young girl. It was the first time she did actually sold any of her stuff, and knowing how I felt last year for my first convention, and I'm really happy she did really well. And I bought a couple of other things. They're little notebooks and things. Design food. I'll have to put the proper link in at the bottom when I edit this video. But yeah, absolutely, just, you know, she had a really good day and I was really pleased for her. And I had professional sort of books next to me, which made mine look a little bit like, oh. But, you know, I had a result and I sold, as I say, more than last year, so definitely progress. Yeah, happy, happy, happy. Darkest Day as well, very quickly. The free download, it hasn't notched up as many as the Raystone, 56 worldwide in 24 hours. Most of them, again, being in America. But they love it, apparently. If you're in America, you guys love it. So yeah, really happy. And now we've just got to really focus 110% on Daniel's pet. And I've got the first proof of that coming through this Wednesday. It's now Sunday. Unless you're watching this on Monday when you're just slow and behind. Yeah, Wednesday will be the day. So hopefully I have a live unpacking of that kind of thing. Really looking forward to see it. The preview on CreateSpace looks fantastic. Once I'm happy with that, I'll start ordering copies of that. While they're coming through, I'll be ordering, formatting for Kindle as well. I have decided to release it on Kindle because kids today are all over technology. You know, and some older people might like it on their Kindle to read to their kid. You know, it's free. Kindle is the best invention ever for writers. I swear to God, you can self-publish without a hitch. And no cost on there, so I've got nothing to lose by putting it out on Kindle. Kobo as well, sorting that out. Like I say, everything's been on hold since, you know, because of Camcon. Now that that's finished, Angela's left me feeling really great, you know, really elated with great memories and happy memories, and I retained my title of the Glow Stick Queen. They're going, no, these glow sticks will not work. They will not work. They're really old. Nah, just keep twisting them. Just keep twisting them. Crunch them. Get some really good stress relief out of that. And I had my glow sticks, which I was waving. If there's any videos, please, I'd love to see them, photos, whatever, because I wasn't drunk. I was not drunk, I was just very hyper. So hopefully I won't look like a complete lunatic. Then again, I wasn't drunk last year, and, well, let's not go there. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Like I say, everyone worked really hard, you know, the stage, the organisers, the volunteers, just well done everyone, because everyone had a great time. At least I certainly did. Yeah, but I'm very glad to be back home tonight, because the bed I stayed in at the travel lodge was kind of like a sofa bed. It's very comfy, but it wasn't very wide, so every time I turned over, I was like, there's a back there. If I turn that way, there's a wall there. Nice comfy double bed tonight. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you guys. So take care. Like I say, many more updates coming on Daniel's pet. But until then, take care of yourselves. Lots of love, rock on and all that stuff. I can't think of a better way to end this video other than with this. See you later.